Hi, I'm Nicholas Henson, and this is my social media strategy for Clear the Stress Club for Marketing 345 with Dr. Brower. Um, First of all, the project outline. We're going to start with a project overview and then go into the goals and KPIs of this assignment. Then we're going to look at the target audience and the social media calendar. Then we're going to lead into the results of the KPIs and then into branding, examples of posts, a link tree, our organizing software, the inspiration I got from other accounts. We're going to retouch on the goals, our best performing posts, what channels work best for Clear the Stress Club, the analytics, and what I learned from the project. The mission of Clear the Stress Club is to share mental health resources and provide a safe space on campus to all students who need them. Before this project, Clear the Stress Club only utilized an Instagram account and saw an average of 13.43 likes per post total, but an average of 6.35 likes per post this current semester. The first KPI was to exceed past like average of Instagram posts by the time of this presentation. The second was to reach a combined total of 200 views on posts across all social channels by the last week of this project. Finally, the third KPI was to gain a minimum of 50 followers across all social channels by the end of this project. The target audiences that we were looking into for Clear the Stress Club was college students looking for tips for navigating college life and college students looking for mental health resources that are available to them at WVU. The third target audience group was parents of college students who want to find positive experiences for their children to thrive in. Here is a closer look at the social media calendar that was followed to pick voting or posting themes for Clear the Stress Club. As you can see, we started with introduction weeks for each newly introduced social media, as well as stress-free college and work tips, self-care and stress-free routine tips, advertising our hoodie and crewneck sale, as well as meeting voting protocols such as what movie we'd like to watch and what theme we would like to see. Then we led into wellness over Thanksgiving break, and then finals week and tips for ending the stigma behind mental health. The goal performance that we saw for the first KPI was our like average was 16.36 for the project compared to the 13.43 to-date average and the 6.35 semester average before the project began on Instagram. The second KPI goal was also surpassed by over 100 views on Facebook alone. We saw a combined total of 736 views across all platforms in the final week of this project. The third KPI, we saw a total of 81 followers across all platforms used in this course. When comparing that to less than 20 active members, it is a lot. Now we're going to look into examples of posts for each social media. Here you can see two of our well-performing Facebook posts about meeting agendas and tips for self-care. That's going to lead into our LinkedIn posts, also looking into self-care for both of these and just tips to improve well-being. For Twitter, we looked into ending the stigma and Thanksgiving tips, and we saw that we performed well with those. Instagram, we followed our branding palette and were able to create many posts that got more views. On YouTube, we struggled to find ways to post and interact with our followers on YouTube, as it is a new social media for us, but we were able to begin to thrive once we got the hang of things. On Pinterest, we created boards for ending the stigma and finals week study tips that performed well. For organizing software, I would have loved to use Hootsuite. I'm certified in social media marketing and the platform as a whole. It allows for up to 10 social media accounts to be connected. It's very efficient in tracking analytics and posting with timely manners, but it is $25 a month for a basic subscription, which is a lot for a club that doesn't take dues. Now we're going to look into the social media influence for the posts at hand. On Facebook, I liked the Mental Health Foundation's posts. They have 338,000 followers, and they follow a similar template as we do. For LinkedIn, it was hard to find a specific account to really look into, but just looking at mental health on LinkedIn and looking at the most popular posts of that week, of that day, really helped us in making decisions on what to post. For Twitter, we looked at Mental Health America. It's just an account dedicated to promoting mental health. It's very widespread. It has about almost a million followers. It posts similar to us as well. On Instagram, we leaned heavily onto the Happiness Project. It follows a very straightforward template for each post, and it has gained 1.4 million followers during its lifetime. On YouTube, Psych2Go was our favorite. It utilized the same cartoon and the same template to create a seamless brand. Finally, for Pinterest, we liked Kaleidoscope's journaling and personal development. They only have about 3,000 followers, but tons of monthly views, and they create pins that are about mental health and tips for studying, and it was just really good for college students, so we liked to base our post off of those. Here is the branding palette that was used and created for this project. We used the alternate background and alternate text for this PowerPoint, but all of the posts that were made during this semester utilized the normal hex codes. Here is a look at the link tree that helped create a more seamless interaction between social channels, as well as allowed us to provide links to our crewneck and hoodie sale, as well as campus resources and Zoom meetings. The overall goal of posting was just to spread the message that Clear the Stress Club is trying to convey, that WVU has mental health resources available to students. It's okay to ask for help, and there are safe spaces on campus ready to welcome all students. This helped foster a sense of community and increase our regular active members. The other goal of posting was to increase the number of active followers, new and old, on the social media channels. For the tone of the posts, I went with a welcoming, kind, and informative point of view to really highlight the mission of Clear the Stress Club, and it targeted the exact audience that we wanted. Which posts worked best would be Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube's posts. Looking at the Facebook posts, these both got 7 likes. One is promoting our sweatshirt and hoodie sale, as well as just a meeting agenda for our paint night that we hosted. On Instagram, our highest performing post was a carousel post about ending the stigma, which we later turned into a Pinterest pin. It received 20 likes within a day of being posted. On YouTube, we found that shorts got us better views, but our Welcome to Clear the Stress Club still received more likes at the end. Our short with the most views had 57 views and 6 likes, and our video with the most views had 16 views and 7 likes. For the channels that performed the best, that would be Facebook and Instagram. Facebook worked best for the target audience of parents and guardians of WVU students who want to find their child helpful resources on campus. This was noticed especially when Clear the Stress Club was promoted in WVU parent groups on Facebook. We gained 1/3 of our followers from these promotions. On Instagram, the target audiences that best worked for was students looking for campus resources available to them and students looking for study tips. This was noticed when follower count grew much faster than other social channels, especially from non-meeting related posts. Posts about study tips and resources saw much more interaction than posts about meeting updates. Looking at the analytics to see our interactions versus the viewerships helped see which posts got more interactions, and we were able to change post setup to reflect that. Examples of this would be the YouTube Shorts performing best in terms of views, so we began to make more of those style videos. We saw that carousel posts on Instagram performed better than others, and they were shared more amongst stories. Emoji use benefited interaction on Facebook and Twitter, especially for our longer posts. My main takeaways from this assignment were being able to find the target market that helped each social media channel grow the most. For instance, Facebook with parents and Instagram with college students. Being able to notice and adapt to what works best for each channel quickly helped grow our pages, and they are continuing to grow as this video is being made. Basing our post ideas off of analytics and adapting to those numbers really helped in closing that large gap between views and likes as the semester went on. A final note is that a link tree will be posted in the description of this video, and it contains the link to these slides as well as images that were on the slides so you could get a closer look. Thank you.